Warning, warning. Two idiots are reading the SCP files over the intercoms. Please cover your ears and await further instructions.
Hello and welcome back to a Discovering SCP-TD.
Hell yes. One of those. I mean, it's basically Discovering SCP, but I feel like it would be traitorous to turn away the brand now. You know what I mean?
The brand has already changed. You can't change it back. It'd be insane.
A podcast so good that we did this correctly on the first try. Isn't that right, Dune?
Was there a rebranding that I was unaware of, or you're not DSCP anymore?
So before the podcast went on a hiatus for a while, we changed it to, we were like, we've done SCP a long time. We'll open ourselves up to doing other non-SCP stuff. So we made it Discovering TD for Discovering Tan and Darnell. And then we sometimes did SCP, but we did a lot of other stuff like Wikipedias and Reddits and random stuff we found. But now that we're back, I think we're going to be mostly focused on SCP for the foreseeable future.
What
so
were
we
you
might
discovering?
as well be called Discovering SCP again.
You were discovering each other, discovering Tan and Darnell. What did that
There was
entail?
supposed to be an in parentheses with there, like discovering with, but it wasn't as snappy as discovering.
But the point is, it's from the perspective of the viewer. The viewer is discovering.
Us, yeah. We're like zoo animals.
We're like ancient microorganisms.
They put the
in the soil.
yeah. There's like a little panel that lights up and it makes little Tanoni and Darnell sounds when you click on it.
You wake up and there's two shadows on the wall, and they offer you so many riches.
Yeah, one always tells the truth, one always lies.
But,
all right, but Dune, it's good to have you. It's been a long time since you've been on, and let me tell you, so far this 9,000 article is pretty dang good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It won the contest. It better be.
It did win the contest. I was telling Tan, I was like, I didn't even know SCP could put up upvote numbers like that anymore. Not in like an SCP is bad way, but like, you know how every generation it gets less upvotes in general on the average article?
There's definitely a readership issue at the moment. I have a few ideas on why that is, but
a phenomenal
they're probably too depressing to go into.
No.
It wouldn't be DSCP without drama, but no, we'll spare you on that for now. Let's jump right back into it, shall we?
Something I also have thoughts on. I think there's upvote inflation. I don't think an upvote these days means the same as an upvote back in my day.
An
upvote used to mean I like this article, but now it means like, well, my friend pinged me, so I guess I have to upvote it.
It means I opened the page
usually. What
were you thinking? What were you thinking with this article?
No.
I have a few thoughts on what I was thinking during this article.
It's pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's actually quite good.
Do you want to discuss any of your thoughts, or would you prefer to save them until after?
No, let's save them. I don't want to go into a whole spiel.
All right. So, Dune, would you like to read first, or do you want us to resume and give you like talking rules?
Oh, you guys are the readers. If you want me to do talking, I feel like I could do talking. I feel like that's within my capabilities.
My only request is, I don't know if you watched the last episode, but I was getting pretty into doing Richard Aquino. But if you want him, he's yours.
No, he's yours. What kind of? I'm assuming you give him an accent.
I gave him a voice like this. Yeah. Just a gruff.
You like that guy from Control?
Did you see? Did you guys watch One Battle After Another? Yeah.
I have not. Don't spoil it.
I've heard it's good.
There's a character in there, Sean Penn's character. He talks exactly like I'd imagine this guy would. He's like
really?
He's like a kind of a failure of like a military general, but he's like real uptight, and he's like, rah, 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 like he talks.
I failed in Vietnam, and I failed when I sprained my ACL in high school football.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Shall we jump right back into it?
Absolutely, we shall. We're at Comp's documentation. There's a misspelling, I think. I think it should be like a slur, but we'll continue.
All right. For the consideration of Deputy Director and Warden of SCP-9000, Richard Aquino. A recent survey of 9000's extant space, conducted by the Department of Interior, has highlighted several abnormal concern factors within the structure's occupied area, namely, a degradation of structural integrity commonly attributed to potentially flawed engineering, namely rebar corrosion, cracking concrete, and sloping floors present on all levels, an inability to permanently remedy any insufficiency within 9000's construction, regardless of the number of repairs it has undergone, Ground-penetrating radar scans detecting a swelling abscess of unknown materials pooling beneath the extra-physical floor of 9000. These concerns indicate a potential danger to 9000 and personnel stationed within it. A board of Foundation engineering and construction managers have convened to discuss these issues and determined them to be wholly unrelated to the facility's construction within an extra-dimensional space. I don't know about that. As we fear, these matters are dependent on the collective environment of 9000 on an extrasensory level. We've attached referrals to several Foundation-verified Gestalt specialists. They can provide an assessment and proper course correction model to repair any deficiencies within the immaterial health of your environment. Please consider these options. Dr. Very, SCPF Department of Interior.
These eggheads, they don't understand what it takes to run a prison.
Facts. With that, it's back to you, Tan.
Further summaries concerning select full-length transcripts written by D1098 have been included below. Production date, 1994-11-19. Production number, beep, 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 beep. Source, Saint of the Sea Private Crew Liner. Transcript brief. 3 hours of unedited footage recorded in secrecy through unknown means and sold to an animal rights activist group. A host of affluent figures in the finance, law, and political sectors congregate at a social event on a private ocean vessel. A team of staff reveal a large aquarium tank containing a massive unknown marine mammal resembling a hirsute horned whale. The creature is sedated and the tank is lifted. Over the course of the footage, guests brandish specialty tools to gut and consume small portions of the creature, while staff routinely inject a host of unknown sedatives and stimulants to keep it conscious. Transcripts deemed relevant to ongoing case concerning stolen Foundation body camera technology.
Hirsute means like hairy, right?
Yeah, very, very hairy.
I don't know why I know that word. I feel like I learned it from a book
I feel like
very
I
long
hear
ago.
that word used in relation to cats most often.
That's what comes to mind for me. But this isn't a cat. This is actually a whale, and he's got hair on.
A damn whale.
Yeah.
Comments. D1098 repeatedly filed an information request regarding the identities of guests on the boat, believing a group of them situated in the background to be Philadelphian acquaintances he knew prior to his orientation as D-Class personnel. While their identities were unable to be determined, the Foundation has attributed these reports to pure confusion. Production date, 1994-11-19. Production number, source, Munich, Bavaria. Transcript brief, 15 minutes of unedited footage taken from an unknown warehouse. Olaf Hendel, POI beep, an active member of Stolen Nation, an Eastern German neo-fascist organised crime outlet, demonstrates the use of a personal anomalous attribute in front of his associates. 500 men, visibly non-white, are lined in a row. Hendel successively taps each on the forehead. This causes them to gravitate towards one another and progressively lose control of their muscle groups until they soften entirely. Hendel physically manipulates each man until their bodies have collectively formed a sphere-like structure. Hendel's associates cheer, beat, and lightly burn the victims with lighters and cigarettes throughout. Comments. D1098 filed 4 subsequent information requests, claiming to recognise the hooded victims through the sound of their voices and physical builds. Requests similarly dismissed as Foundation's records of the incident do not align with D1098's claims. D1098 has been flagged for potential psychiatric inadequacies as a result of increased workload, though an assessment remains to be conducted. Production date, 1994-11-19. Date, production, source, unknown acquisition. Transcript brief, a 25-minute amateur recording of scenes from a child's 8th birthday party, presumably filmed by a relative. The child plays with friends and family, opens gifts, and eats a variety of party foods. They're identified in the video as Jason Davis. Zero anomalous significance identified within the recording. Insufficient ties to existing Foundation documentation. Unknown acquisition, origin, and relevance. Comments. D1098 refused to transcribe beyond the 3-minute mark. Surveillance footage shows D1098 repeatedly being unable to stop the terminal's playback of the recording, culminating in them resorting to physical destruction to cease activity. D1098 fractured their right hand in an attempt to destroy the monitor. Subject was frantic and distressed upon retrieval by armed guards, whom he attempted to assault under the pretense of administrative malfeasance at his expense. D1098 was subsequently quartered, but not drawn, to SCP-9000 psychiatric. Just imagine, like, that being matter of fact, we then drew and quartered him.
Dude, they would.
Isn't quartering enough? Do you want
they
them to
would
hire
be
an
bringing
artist?
back drawing and quartering in this fucking prison.
It was like he was then subjected to the waste shop.
Oh my god.
We had him drink osmanthus soup. 18 at least
It's fucked up, dog.
11, 19. Oh, he dropped. Look at him.
No, he's doing great.
No, he's
he's
crossed out.
17. Oh. What's the overview say? Do you want to be one of these D-class?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to be the D class in the overview.
Do you want to be the officer or the commander?
I want to be both. I have good ideas for voices.
I'm already
All you?
trained, sir. I'm already officer.
D192 Review Unit Officer. That's another one bugged out. Freeze his position? Probably a few days before he gets back from the psych ward. DO29 Review Unit Commander. We're not allowed to anymore. Total removal is the policy, straight down from Aquino. They did a survey. Makes people work more if they see a big fish's productivity fail. Apparently. That's 8 this week complaining about seeing things in the logs. 12, actually. Admin knows. They're working on it. You know how that is. All I'm saying is, you know the warning signs as much as I do. That dam bursts eventually. They're gonna be writing about us soon. Man, shut up.
Okay, I love those voices.
Thank you. I actually had no plan. I just did them off the cuff.
They were very
Didn't know
fitting,
what I was
but
gonna
also
do.
the officers felt like a voice straight out of Smiling Friends in a good way. So one thing I've noticed about this article that I think you were very intentional with is this guy works his ass off and they're like, oh, we should promote him. No, we need output. Keep him going. And now that he's breaking, they're like, oh, we're just going to get rid of him. Literally chewed up and spit out by the system.
There's an element of that. Mm-hmm.
We have another log here. Do you want to be Pearson or 1098?
I thought you guys had that down. I want to see your takes on.
I think that was Pearson. She didn't sound like this.
Yeah, no. I was 1098. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Darnell. I want to hear your interpretation of D1098.
Yeah, I was a little bit southern, but I wasn't crazy about it.
Hold on.
By all means, 10. It's your opening.
Okay. Yeah.
Personnel within the data unit reported seeing familiar images and faces within the material. No apparent cause at the time. You had a more intense experience. Jason Davis. Can you do a to indicate you're nodding, please?
Ugh.
A thwomp. I read the story prior to this interview about the drive-by.
And?
It was a tragedy.
Say what you're thinking.
I'm not going to lecture you. It was a tragedy. I don't feel the need to project any personal grievances onto the consequences society already decided you should face.
I'm paying for that kid's life with my own.
Is that a motivating factor for you? Reconciliation?
Ooh! That's my shakes his head noise. For what? Kid's dead. Doesn't matter what I do after that. I can bullshit about forgiveness all day, about working on myself and all that other crap. What's that doing for his parents, aunts, uncles, whoever? They gave that kid his last birthday gifts, last meals, last day of school, last everything. Didn't even know. Are they supposed to feel better, knowing I'm doing better than their dead kid? Fuck that.
We determine the weight of our actions. Quite frankly, I don't know how you prioritize yours.
What?
Davis was far from the only person you've deprived of a healthy, full life, D1098. I've read your sheets. Yet you seem particularly fixated on him.
He was a kid. I killed a kid. That spray wasn't meant for him, but it doesn't matter. End of the day, I killed him. That's the weight I give it. And he was a happy kid, with family who was there for him. You know how many guys I knew who would have killed for that?
The totem anomaly was deliberately choosing emotionally charged imagery. It happens to others under different circumstances.
And don't start talking about taking lives like that means shit to someone like you.
I've been nothing but amicable toward your circumstances, D1098. We come from different places. We hold different values. I recognize that.
Do we really? You know what pisses me off about you people?
Go ahead.
It's too easy for you. You want to talk about picking and choosing which weights to carry? What about running camps? How many people died because of this totem bullshit? You're on my ass for not feeling for every death I've caused, but what about you?
I can assure you I'm appalled by every death that occurred in this facility. But I'm discussing your morality, not ours. I'll cite the sheet then. Chambers, Darnell White, Alexander Ome, 7-0. Again, do you say a prayer for every murder you and your friends were responsible for, or just the ones you feel bad about?
Those were soldiers. That was war. You know what you sign up for. That's what happens in war. Soldiers die. You don't kill civilians.
Yet here we are.
D1098 abruptly stands up and begins to pace.
Oh, sit down.
Don't you pull those names on me, because you're out here doing the exact same shit. Don't even try to deny it. I've seen more of what you people get up to than you're ever even allowed to look at. You kill, you move product, you rep your colors everywhere, you take more prisoners than the goddamn feds. So what's the difference?
Sit down, D1098. I'm not repeating myself.
Tell me what the difference is.
Pearson gestures at the guards standing at the door behind her. The two men move forward, each carrying Foundation-branded assault rifles. D1098, sit down. We're the bigger gang.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel like
shit.
I'm watching the Royal Shakespeare Company here.
Thank
That was
you.
beautiful.
You're so kind. I'm blushing. We actually brought Dune on here just to glaze us.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. It was in our contract.
I think this is Aquino. Not Aquinas, not Thomas Aquinas.
I have to find the voice.
I'm fucking
Okay,
sick
there
of
it
the
is.
church.
Bullshit. Another survey in my fucking house. I'll shove a clipboard up their ass until it bleeds. These fucking doctors. Aquino tosses a sheaf of papers from his desk to the floor. Fucking doctors. No one's coming here without an order from the goddamned administrator himself. You're all guards. You seeing any structural deficiencies? Marshal, production. Everything's fine down there. Of course it fucking is, because they're lying. They want my ass. Records hates the backlog, ethics hates the system, logistics hates doing anything at all. So they come in, run fake numbers, start telling fortunes, and all of a sudden we've got visible fucking problems that need outside interference to solve. It's a fucking fake. They hate this place because they're not in control. I am. And they hate us because we're not limp-wristed, shit-sucking paper pushers, crunching numbers and deducting hypothesis or whatever the fuck. There's no fucking respect for anything that takes place outside of a lab with these people. And now that we're the backbone of the organization, now that we're the outreach between the Foundation and the most powerful country in the world, they want to sabotage it. That's all it is. Think about it this way. There's more of them being admitted to psych because they slipped goddamn emetic agents into the logs. Been saying this for a fucking month now. Internal Affairs is looking into it. Don't take the bait. Listen, if they want to send their thugs here, they have another thing coming. Because I got thugs too. Hell, I got me some killers. And they've been juiced up on nothing but blood and guts for years now. I look them in the eyes, and I know they're killers. They're animals, and they're waiting for meat. Tell these sons of bitches that we're fucking ready. And it's not just us. I got motherfuckers in the Fed willing to die on my hill. I'll string every last one of these white coats from the rooftops. Aquino stands up and slams the head of his personal assistant, D004, against the table, briefly knocking them to the floor. D004 stands again, promptly regaining composure. Every last one of them, boy. Warden Aquino, SCP-9000, Internal Affairs Offices Meeting, December 1994, excised for security.
He thinks he's tough.
He thinks he's tough, but he's not. He's weak. And Tan, this is you.
Psychiatric Care Overview, D1098. D1098 has displayed swift recovery since admission, but with a noted decrease in measurable productivity. Case similar to other recently admitted D-Class personnel, with reactions sourced to stress and nervousness-induced breakdowns. The presence of anomalous footage within the facility's archives deliberately attempting to trigger these reactions in personnel is presently under investigation by the SCP-9000's Internal Affairs Detachment. D1098's competency and fitness for data unit work has been retested. Patient has displayed significantly lower output times and inadequacies in mechanical and linguistic composition. A loss of their previous position on the data unit leaderboard has been a significant concern for D1098. This, coupled with stress-related factors triggered by viewing emotionally resonant footage, are the most likely reasons for D1098's current deficiencies. D1098 has consistently refused domestic treatment. Regular dosages of 0.25 mg alprazolam have been approved for patient use. And then we've got the leaderboard.
Yeah, and we see some names are starting to get knocked off.
Not D002, the legend of the leaderboard. That's the guy.
That's him, dude.
All right,
it's like a summon.
So wait, what happened to D001?
I don't know.
They kill him?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
No one is higher.
They fucking got. Yeah, people are always slipping through the system.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I didn't pay too close attention with the number ranks, other than which ones I needed for consistency, because my logic was the top numbers are probably going to be the ones that drop out early. So you don't see an 01, you don't see many within the single digits. You see that 2 guy because he's clearly been holding it out for a while now, but you get the impression that they've been at this for a few years now. So the people that they've been churning through this sort of process have died as a result of it.
It's fucked up.
Or just don't realize their productivity falls to the very end of the leaderboard too. I mean, it's possible to work yourself to death. That was my...
It is.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is the D-class numbers are a power ranking.
They are, yeah. They're all power scale.
They're like the Espada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I believe that overview's all you, Dooney boy.
Yeah. So we have D192, a new review unit officer. Half of the top 10 are out. What is happening down there? You think they tell me anything? I don't know. Hearing all sorts of shit. Sabotage or something. I think the big kids are fighting. My guy down in production said different. Weird shit going on. I mean, actual weird shit. Even the guards are worried. Just wait for the report.
I can't put my finger on it, but your review unit officer voice sounded exactly like the voice of something else I've seen.
I don't know what I was doing.
I'm trying to think. No, it was good. Who did it sound like? You know what it sounded like? It sounded like Kinger from Digital Circus, I think.
Did it?
I don't know what that is.
I think it did. I might be crazy.
I think you are crazy.
They'll call me crazy. I'm not crazy.
I think you're crazy.
A little bit. I'm not crazy.
I have seen it, and I think you're crazy.
It's like a slightly higher pitched Kinger. It had the exact same cadence. You don't see my vision. I'll kill you.
You've churned this guy.
Why don't you just go back to reading Pearson Boy?
Not very woke of you, but your output slowed significantly after your hospitalization.
Yeah, I was hospitalized.
Even after recovery, you weren't putting up the same numbers you were before. Review unit wrote that you got sloppy.
Felt pointless after that. You're out for a week even, and you fall back to the bottom of the leaderboard. Why try?
This was around the period when there was a major increase in anomalous activity within the SCP-9000 due to the totem anomaly. Did you notice anything after your initial hospitalization?
I don't know. At that point, I just watched and wrote. Things here and there, voices, places, sometimes other stuff, but I just ignored it. Stopped calling for your attention when you ignored it all.
Did the anomaly continue using imagery related to Davis?
Little things. Kid in the corner of a frame. Someone's last name. My car in the background. Just ignored it. It's easy to ignore a screen if you try.
Were you concerned about the totem anomaly? Being so familiar with the mishaps and dangers of working with the anomalous, did it ever occur to you that you might be the subject of a gruesome transcript they'll have to write about in the future?
I knew something was going down, and I knew it was going to get worse. But I didn't care, long as it took the whole place down with it.
I see.
Why do you call it a totem?
Well, that's what it was. Something emblematic of a group of people. In this case, a swirling, pulsating mass of raw consciousness, given form by the facility and those within it. What you're all thinking, feeling, and exposing yourself to daily basis.
That's on a daily basis.
Yeah. Oh, I fucked up. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna see myself out.
Gods, waste shop.
I think the most embarrassing thing about this article is that there is a list of typos in the discussion. I think there's like 5 or 6 major ones. I was like, okay, I'll go correct them. That was 6 months ago.
You spelled fascist wrong, by the way.
This page. Well, here's the thing. This what? What did I spell wrong?
I think you spelled fascist wrong before. I didn't say anything.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
I
Yeah.
remember you spelled a few things wrong. We pointed out.
Oh Jesus. Well, okay. In my defense,
J
this
for
page
us?
is locked. Yeah,
it's
J
not the same
fraud.
for me. I can't change
This
the
page is
65,000.
locked. So like
You know
I
what?
can't go to an admin and say like, "Hey, I need this page unlocked," because that would take like 2 minutes out of my day. And quite frankly, I don't have 2 minutes. So I'm just exposing myself here as a hack.
Well, the thing
No,
is,
I
I
get
have
you,
2 minutes,
because,
but
like-
I'd rather use them on other things.
People are always telling me to do stuff, and I'm like, shut up, I don't have time. I'm watching anime with Tanhoney.
Yeah.
I'm in a meeting right now.
Yeah, I'm in a meeting right now. Can
I'm
you get back to
playing.
my assistant?
I'm playing Fate Grand Order right now. Can you like?
Yo, dude, Tan and I used to be hella FGOers way back in the day.
Really?
We were on that.
Oh
shit.
wait, yeah. I
we-
think you guys mentioned that you met through Fate roleplay.
Yeah. When we played, they didn't have the English version yet, so we played on JP, and we had to use like.
I
Guides
barely played
on
it,
through-
to be
how to play
honest.
stuff.
I was a-
I
was a
I got
faker.
into a rabbit hole with it a bit.
Through Fate erotic roleplay.
No, hold on.
Sweating emoji. All right. So that's that guide. I believe we're on cumulative report SCP-9000. Oh god, this is like a wall
Compiled by SCP-9000's internal affairs officers for the consideration of Warden Aquino. I'm sure he'll take this into due consideration.
Uh-oh.
The following is a
He's a level-headed guy.
Yeah,
Well,
he'll
this
appreciate
is coming from internal affairs, so maybe he'll listen.
Yeah, people are often very willing to listen to internal affairs.
Do we want to be kind to each other and popcorn off these months
Oh, you're so kind.
between one
You can
another?
start.
Okay. November 1994. 54
By
counts
the
of
way, this is
D-class
a list of
personnel
miscellaneous
admissions.
knowledge phenomena observed within the SCP over the past quarter. So like, this is the context.
Oh. November 1994. 54 counts of D-class personnel admissions to 9000 Psychiatric Wing, originating primarily from the Data Unit. Reports of nervous breaks, cognitive stagnation, and audio-visual hallucinations during transcription production. 17 counts of audio-visual footage without apparent origin or interorganizational source. Analysis has observed minor personal connections between content of the relevant footage and the Data Unit personnel viewing it. 102 counts of minor to major injuries within the production unit floor, primarily resulting from repeated machine malfunction. Repairs invariably unsuccessful. Reports of cell interior viewing terminals malfunctioning, resulting in constant playback of footage. Terminals will automatically boot themselves to resume playback if manually deactivated. Reports of auditory hallucinations from all layers of 9000, namely the sound of heavy breathing from walls, floors, and ceilings.
I would hate that.
Hey, Tan, do you want to read the next two for us so Dune can do the last one?
Sure. No, next two, okay. 103 counts of D-class personnel admissions to the SCP-9000 Psychiatric Wing. Symptoms consistent with August. 80 counts of audio-visual footage without apparent origin or inter-organizational source. Nature consistent with August. Severe increase in industrial emissions emerging from the production unit floor. Working conditions heavily impacted by visual haze, foul odor, foul odor.
Foul grand order.
Foul grand order. That's what they call it when they walk into the
That's
convention.
what I say when I lose the catcher. Fate foul order.
More like fate, foul odor.
Chemical analysis of pollutants found consistent with those produced by burning bodies. At first I lolled, but then plumbing systems impacted by large clusters of epithelial tissue. Is that like skin? Is that
Epithelial tissue is basically it's a type of tissue that's underneath the skin. It makes up like it's kind of tightly packed. I know this from my anatomy class. I'm pretty sure skin is epithelial, but there's some other things too. Like there's skin, and I think some of your internal organs, like your lungs and shit, are also epithelial.
interesting? An outbreak, but it's not meant to be
distinguishing-
in the toilets anyway, I assume.
Yeah, it's not meant to be there.
Okay. An outbreak of paralysis within data units, primarily affecting personnel with low productivity rankings. Personnel were rendered wholly unable to communicate or move. Termination orders under review. A cluster of 25 D-class personnel within the production unit fusing together during their shifts. A connective web-like membrane had developed along their hind feet and through their shoes while standing adjacent to one another in a production line. Separation resulted in severe injury. A manifestation of linked chains and height-adjacent hooking fixtures within the cells of 82 data unit personnel. 37 personnel lost. Numerous counts of audiovisual footage depicting the live feed of the transcribing personnel's cell. Depictions consistent with reality, save for the presence of pooling interstitial fluids and viscera emerging from an unknown source. An inability to control SCP-9000's lighting fixtures. Intercell lighting is now powered at full intensity at all times. That's just fucked up. Just
yeah. I was like, when I was writing this, I was like, what would be the most uncomfortable set of environmental circumstances? And I think having the lights on, the fluorescent lights on at all times that'd be my pick. Because like I'm very like sensitive to that type of light. And when I was a teenager, I worked at an ice cream shop that had that type of lighting on 24/7. And an 8-hour shift in there would legitimately give me a migraine by the end of it. It was fucking awful.
With just like the faintest buzzing too when it's silent.
Mm-hmm.
They say how it's cold.
Fuck that. Every like school has that lighting. It's the worst.
This felt more like high intensity Walmart, you know?
Acoustic weaponry.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Personnel attempting to stage outer organizational intervention without the knowledge of Warden Aquino and SCP-9000's internal affairs officers were executed via freefall drop from SCP-9000's highest point. The bodies repeatedly dropped and landed for over 8 hours, severely damaging the corpses. You hate that. You hate to hear about that.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
It happens to some people.
It's fucked up.
January 1995. 304 counts of D-class personnel admissions to the SCP-9000 psychiatric wing. Symptoms consistent with previous months. 242 counts of audio-visual footage without apparent origin or inter-organizational source. Nature consistent with previous months. Access to the SCP-9000 has been impacted. All ingress and egress to the structure is considered impossible. Occupied cells from the review and data unit layers have similarly been impacted. Personnel of any rank are unable to open doors. 28 deaths have occurred due to an inability to deliver food or medication. Total pollution of SCP-9000's plumbing systems. Large traces of fecal matter, blood, chemical discharge, and sewage found in waters filtered through toilets, showers, and faucets. Non-anomalous suicides of personnel and guards, resulting in the resurrection of their bodies while maintaining any self-inflicted injuries. Personnel were euthanized when accessible. 3 counts of cell interiors becoming compressed to a 0.9 meter layer, forming a flat surface consisting of ceiling, utilities, personnel, and floor.
To be clear, he meant 0.09 meters. They weren't all just like Hobbit height.
Data unit personnel who've maintained productivity have seen an impossible increase in output. Okay, some good news. Some guys locked in. High-ranking personnel have been observed to produce up to 58 completed transcripts per day. Aquino was like, worth it. We made it.
You know what? When I wrote that bullet point, do you know what I was thinking of? You could probably tell.
I don't know.
Do you know that bit in part 6 where Poochie starts speeding up the world and Rohit starts keeping up with the work output?
There's like one D-class is keeping up with the deadlines. Who is it? D002.
Yeah. No, he fell off the rankings.
Oh, D001.
Yeah. It's D001, yeah. There we go. Thank you for the next article idea. I'm always looking for things to steal. I think the strongest D class, yeah, that'll go over well. I'll plug it on Reddit.
Hell yeah!
It sounds like a shitty manhwa.
He's D class for Dragon class.
It sounds like a shitty webtoon comic.
Dragon class.
I was a nothing D class sentenced to die, and now I became the legendary Dragon class.
SCP-682 showed me how to unlock the system.
The concept of just some fucking random guy. It's like, you have the system, and he's like getting eaten by a monster.
I've unlocked Dragon class. He punches his way out of its stomach.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, I can't adapt to his punches, they're too fast.
Wait, did you say Dragon class? Get me out of here.
Dragon class gets different permissions and privileges compared to other D-class. They get their own private cell with like
Can he
a
defeat
carpet.
the 05
Yeah.
13 members of the 05 council?
Yeah,
Oh, I
they're all
think he
like
can.
kneeling down, providing him food and drink.
No, they come in and they kneel before the cell and they all offer him up a different gift, all 13 of them. And he says, I'll consider it.
He's just Gilgamesh from Fate.
05 was like, this guy's pressure. I'm sweating. I haven't felt this fear since I met the administrator.
The administrator.
And there's just like a flash
I do
of
remember.
the administrator. It's like a silhouette guy with his hands in his pockets in the distance.
The dragon class goes, the administrator. I do remember a young rookie by that name.
He's like, my dad used to call himself admin. I wonder if there's any connection. We have to continue
Descended from that lineage.
His ancient bloodline awakened.
a charming
It's not even anomalous, it just becomes a shonen series for
Yeah.
some reason.
Oh, this is good. This is really good.
Thousands of submissions of data unit work originated from terminated D-class employee terminals, resulting in abnormally high output. Work found acceptable and incorporated within Foundation documentation. Some good news.
Hell yeah.
One acronym has been observed to disappear for prolonged periods of time, up to multiple days. Internal affairs investigations have documented several inexplicable visits to SCP-9000's production level. February 1995. Oh, sorry. This is I've done my time. Someone else has to do it now.
Yeah, this is me now.
Son?
February 1995. The disappearance of SCP-9000 psychiatric wing.
The mental health problem has been solved.
It's literally so important right now. All audio-visual footage remaining within SCP-9000's backlog has been determined to be of anomalous origin. The presence of a sixth layer within radar readouts of SCP-9000's internal structure attempts to gain access to this level have resulted in personnel loss and failure. The spontaneous growth of tumorous masses of human tissue and fluids within SCP-9000's production unit floor. D-class personnel invariably claim to recognize the tissue, attributing it to various personal connections from their pre-Foundation life. All cells within SCP-9000, including those that have been previously locked under anomalous conditions, have been opened. A resultant outbreak of mass violence occurred until guard personnel were able to regain control of SCP-9000's D-class populations through the use of ultrasonic weaponry and chemical safeguards built into SCP-9000's internal structure. An estimated 450 D-class personnel remain and have been relocated to their cells. The disappearance of Warden Aquino. Search ongoing.
Oh, my goat.
The manifestation of SCP-9000-B.
A sharp
document.
anomaly similar to that man.
That man. The manifestation of the dragon class.
Someone on par with that lizard.
No, that's what the B is for. It's bloodline in a way.
I love the idea of people like trying to vaguely refer to like SCP-682 in an anime way, but it's like, who else is it? It's
That
like,
lizard.
It's like, after I was attacked by a certain lizard.
Not the most adaptable opponent I fought.
This reminds me of when I faced that beast.
If we still had Hamilton doing thumbnails, I would have him draw a massive D class, like punching the earth. This is definitely getting called Dragon Class as the episode title.
Dragon class is incredible.
It's so good.
A continued series of summaries concerning select full-length transcripts written by D1098 have been included below. Notably, D1098 did not participate in the riot detailed above. But D1098 instead remained consistently complacent and productive within their cell since hospitalization. He's on that grind 24/7.
Hell yeah, that's why they interviewed him probably for all these.
They should make
addendums.
some TikTok edits of him. It's like,
Yeah.
come right with
like,
us. We're
what's-
going to break out of this place. Like, no, I need to log.
And cue
music kicks in.
the funk music
Yeah.
as he's typing.
Various shots of him at a desk typing.
typing the Fonk edit of him watching like horrible gore and just type.
That's what
Pukes
shows up
into a
on the
bag.
screen as TikTok edits of him. Production date 1995-222. Production number. Beep, bop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Source anomalous byproduct of SCP-9000-B. Transcript brief. 36 hours of unedited audio of a supposed interview between unidentified Foundation personnel and D1098's mother, Marsha Chambers, who relates numerous minute, desultory anecdotes concerning D1098's life. Over the course...
what's desultory mean? I'm sorry.
You don't even know.
Desultory. That's what I don't even know. Why did I use that word? Oh,
You
there
made me
it
feel
means
smart.
like plain. Yeah, like she's being like sincere. Kind of like all over the place. Yeah. I think that was a synonym that I looked up for another word because I couldn't give you the definition of it offhand.
Maybe like ordinary. You put that in or plain.
I guarantee you that's what it was. Or I heard someone else use it.
I like that word. Desultory. I'll be keeping that.
No, I'm not a wordsmith. I make a lot of use of my thesaurus, though.
Over the course of the interview, she repeatedly chastises and berates D1098, citing her own failures as a parent as rationale for his behaviour. The final 4 hours of audio sees Chambers repeatedly showing street camera footage of the drive-by shooting that resulted in the death of Jason Davis. Comments. D1098 transcribed the complete audio in a span of 47 unbroken hours of work. Transcript contains significant grammatical and syntax errors. Production date 1995-225. Production number. Wee. Source anomalous byproduct of -B. Transcript brief. Beep, 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 beep. O5 Council. Beep, 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 beep. Hunting Lodge. Beep, 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 beep. Is then packaged and processed for inclusion in SCP-9000's pre-made meals.
Holy shit, looks like the fucking Epstein files, dude. What the hell were they doing up there?
Comments. Transcription redacted by the Department of Internal Affairs at the request of the Overseer Council. It is just a byproduct. There's no basis in reality. It's some weird anomaly. We don't have a video edited up there.
Don't worry about
D1098
it.
attempted to seek amnestic treatment for transcription, but could not be compensated due to SCP-9000's supply of amnestics being fully depleted. This remains D1098's only request to amnesticize following their induction as D-Class personnel. Sounds bad. Production dates 1995-226. Production number. Source anomalous byproducts of SCP-9000-B. Transcript brief. Unknown length. A slideshow of tens of thousands of still frames collected from the Foundation's Department of Forensic Crime Scene databases. Frames alternate every 10 seconds. D1098's transcript adds 25 hours of the footage before falling asleep at its terminal. Personnel was observed repeatedly pausing and engaging playback on certain slides, apparently fixating on their content. Attempts to determine the slideshow's cumulative length have found that it continued without cessation.
You're a trooper for reading all that. Nicely done.
Yeah, thank you, Tan. Thank you for reading my writing.
You have to
good.
keep going from here. I don't have much longer. I know my own
Can I
body
do
better than
can I do
anyone.
the overview?
Please, I insist.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do it anyways. Automated to
Get
D1098.
it?
The following is an automated message. Due to a continued decrease in activity within the data unit, you have been transferred to Detention Center Tri-1's production unit. Please inform the nearest Foundation guard that you are to be relocated and escorted to the production floor immediately. Come down to D1098. Come down.
Why did
Come
you
down.
Wait.
Come down.
Am I about to wake up? Am I a D-Class? Is this the end
Come
of the
down.
dream? No, wait.
Or do we only say come down for the rest of the episode?
Come down.
Do you? What would you do? Come down.
Come down.
Come down.
Come down. This is the part in the comic where everyone says to look at the viewer.
I remember the old Discovering SCP episodes where you guys would read out my IP address and then my home address and then what I was doing at
always
that
a huge
moment.
fan of discovering SCP.
This is so funny,
But
dude.
when I found a lost episode, I was delighted. Sadly, he kept bleeding from his mouth. I thought it was a weird bit.
It's fucked up. Poor Tanho.
Hyper realistic Tanhoney blood.
It's
Could you
audio.
imagine, dude? I would piss my pants.
Yeah,
Scary.
be so scary.
All right, Tan, we're scripting it up. It's all you, buddy. Oh no, we fucking lost him.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh fuck.
My comments about
Fuck.
the UK not being conducive to cars got to him. He's thinking, maybe I am a loser for not having a driver's license.
No, that's not true. It's not
I
a
didn't
loser.
mean it. You have a reason. You have walkable cities.
I mean, Tan doesn't live
Who
in a
decided
walkable city.
that?
He needs to. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, you're Pearson, buddy. Let's go.
Why didn't you engage with the rioters? You also held resentment towards the Foundation.
They were going to be put down, and they were. I don't care how many of us there were. They had the guns, the gases, the armor. Like you said, the bigger gang. I just wanted to keep watching.
You were engaged by the anomalous footage?
Sure. That was my window. Everything sick, disgusting, and bloody was behind that screen. And when it got personal, it was talking to me. Hear my mom, see that kid, I could watch it all as much as I wanted.
Did you not feel discomfort?
It was my window. I had to look.
You were transferred to production. Let's talk about that.
I saw it down there.
Did you understand?
No. I just knew it had more authority than all of you combined. You said it was our thoughts that made it, our totem. But you guys were there every day too. You contributed.
Certainly. These unconscious materials are unitary. We call them egregores. And they make no distinction between what forms them. Every agonizing night spent at your terminal, every pent-up moment of rage or frustration, every one of those inexplicable incidents happen around the facility, they all inadvertently brought that thing into the world. It's something that's been known to happen in areas with high concentrations of emotional mass, especially those that overlap with the anomalous. We're not proud of it.
Don't show me it.
No one's allowed to see it.
Just don't show me that again.
Continued documentation. SCP-9000-B is an egregore presently manifested beneath SCP-9000's 5th level. Attempts at direct observation have been met with failure. Until access to SCP-9000 from baseline reality can be restored and specialized research can be conducted, information regarding SCP-9000-B is limited to the research conducted by the remaining members of SCP-9000's Internal Affairs team. SCP-9000-B's origin is speculated to be directly linked to the collective consciousness of those within SCP-9000. The entity's ability to interface with SCP-9000's audiovisual terminals have been attributed to the prison's use of natural and anomalous bioenergy as its primary source of power. As SCP-9000 resides within extra-dimensional space, the use of a traditional electric grid was deemed impossible. Large amounts of extremities and tissue belonging to SCP-9000-B have been found fused to the prison's cabling and associated devices, allowing for the manipulation of existing footage and the creation of new footage. Further attributes have yet to be determined. SCP-9000-B continues to grow, and is expected to penetrate SCP-9000's 5th level within the month. Preliminary documentation regarding B sourced from SCP-9000's Office of Internal Affairs. Aquino, you're up.
Warden Aquino stands in front of an industrial backdrop, presumably a boiler room from 9000's production floor. His appearance is disheveled, his uniform is ill-fitting, and his clothes are stained with sweat from the temperature conditions of the production floor. This log marks Aquino's first documented appearance in 3 weeks since his disappearance in early February. An unidentified body, clad in an SCP-9000 issued jumpsuit, lies across the floor behind him. While the head is out of frame, the residue spattered upon the nearby walls and pipes suggests a fatal gunshot wound to the head. Aquino speaks. They got what they wanted. Fucked the whole thing. They fucked the whole thing. At the bottom, there's something I don't know how they put it there. They put hell in this prison. Fuck them. We had a good thing going here. They don't realize it, but we did. Every second of footage they shoot in the field, every transcript they request from records, they'll have to do it all themselves now. But they won't, because they're used to it now, because it's too easy to get someone else to do all this shit. I showed them that, and now they'll never be able to stop. They didn't write those logs before, they won't start writing them now. That's a D-class job. They'll realize who showed them the way, who always had it right. They'll always know Aquino had the right idea. He digs the trench, those boys fighting it. So let it fall. I don't care. They'll realize they don't want to do all of this shit themselves again, so they'll build more and more prisons, more trenches. They'll never stop. They'll continue the good work whether they want to admit it or not. Let them have the credit. In the back of their minds, they'll know this was a mistake. Fuck them all. Watch this. Aquino places a revolver inside his mouth and pulls the trigger. Transcript of a log found within 9000's backlog archive, produced by D428, a member of 9000's data unit. Aquino's body could not be recovered.
We are
Snooty?
Aquino.
We carry the flame. We write all the transcript logs.
We honor his name.
What a transition.
He guarded the trench and fought for what was right.
Oh my god. Putting some soul in it, I appreciate it.
He's fucking dead when he was a kid.
Alright, Tan, it's you, I believe.
And then they kill him for disagreeing with them.
Just for saying words.
He killed
It's
him
fucked
just
up.
for saying words.
He killed himself just for the words.
The following transcript was sourced from SCP-9000's review unit database following the resolution of Incident Totem. Production was sourced to D1098's terminal, despite the impossibility of this occurring. The footage has otherwise been determined to occur. Okay.
You know what, Dune? This might be a great way to stretch your reading chops.
Oh boy.
You,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like Mr. House right now.
Yeah. All right. D1098 is escorted from his cell by a single guard wearing a heavily damaged and incomplete Foundation issue armor. SCP-9000 is in a state of disrepair. Many cells are empty, while bodies of guards and prisoners alike litter the floors, halls, and ceilings of the prison. The remaining D-class personnel shout at the two from their cells as they move through the through the facility's second layer containment blocks. And they're probably shouting like, fuck you. D1098 is brought to an elevator. The guard motions him forward. D1098 stares. The guard walks off, leaving him. D1098 enters the elevator and is brought to SCP-9000's production unit ground floor. The body of D1633 is slumped in the corner of the elevator. D1098 fails to notice. The lift opens, and a miasma of industrial residue enters the space. The production unit floor is in disarray. The large machinery previously used to produce the Foundation's self-made equipment has ceased activity. As D1098 moves forward, corpses of D-class personnel line the machinery, stuck within the interstices of the constructs themselves or strung from their external fixtures. Most have been mutilated via industrial means. D319, a production unit foreman, moves the corpse of D291. Her body has been damaged beyond recognition at the limbs, save for the intact number on her jumpsuit. D319 throws the body into a pile of D-class corpses. That's you, Darnell. You're the guy. You're the character. Oh, I'm
Send
sorry.
me to production.
Yeah. D319 wipes his hands on his jumpsuit and pours a nearby container of gasoline on the corpses.
Send me to production, sir.
D319 tosses the container and fumbles within his jumpsuit pocket, producing nothing. He collapses in the corner, next to the pile of corpses. D319 places his head within his hands and begins to sob. D1098 moves forward. D1098 moves through the production floor for 1 hour and 15 minutes in total silence. The scenery remains consistent. Analysis of production layer floor plans indicate that SCP-9000-B has significantly expanded the floor plan of this layer. Machines, bodies, and architectural fixtures repeat, restructure, and realign themselves throughout the exploration. D1098 comes to an expansive area. The machinery has been altered beyond function, with sections appearing in illogical configurations and orientations. It expands from the floor to the ceiling, twisting and contorting in vine-like patterns. The smog is heavier than in previous areas. D1098 struggles to move forward, but pushes himself towards a source of light emerging from the center of the region. D1098 comes to a gaping hole at the area's center, situated between the machinery. Its depth extends far beyond the production unit's floor and is filled with a luminescent red liquid. At the whole center is SCP-9000-B, the egregore. Gigantic in its size, extends from the bottom of the hole and through the production unit's ceiling. Later investigation would reveal that SCP-9000-B penetrated the first layer of SCP-9000, breaching the prison's highest point. SCP-9000-B constantly pulsates, writhes, excretes, and screams. D1098 does not look. His words are unintelligible over the sounds of SCP-9000-B's bleeding. D1098 sobs, falling to his knees. SCP-9000-B extends a mass of small, connective tissue towards D1098. He does not look. The mass takes shape, forming the face of Jason Davis, a Philadelphia resident, aged 8. Various secretions from SCP-9000-B's mouth cover D1098. D1098 lifts his head, eyes bloodshot from the tears and fluids staining his pupils. D1098 attempts to form words, but quickly loses consciousness. And then we get a picture of my penis.
Really? I was thinking that.
No, it's
Because it says censored
it's
for decorum,
not my
so
dick.
that implies that it's a penis. of
No,
some
it's
kind.
not my penis.
It's Mara from Shin Megami Tensei.
Well, whose is it?
It's nobody's penis. It's not a penis at all.
It's everyone's. That's
Okay.
the point.
Then
It's
why was it
everyone-
censored for decorum?
It's so
everyone's
horrifying.
penis.
You don't want to
That's the
look
point.
at it.
It's a mass of
Oh,
female
you don't want to know, bro.
You don't
The
wanna
SCP
see-
writers
the
make
horrors.
this kicking. Damn.
It's censored for decorum.
If I
which
saw it, I
like
think
that
I would
line.
keep my cool. I would be nonchalant.
You would be fine. Dragon Class would also be fine. He'd
He would
beat the
start
shit out of
shaking
him.
and be like, I didn't think you'd show up.
There's a dragon class here. I gotta get out.
Is that Dragon Class? I gotta go. I should have never left that desk.
It's like, stay away from me.
Retreats back into the earth. All right, Tan. I think Pearson is speaking.
Everyone quiet. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you're still alive. There are a number of accounts of personnel approaching the totem in the same fashion you did, but they're not here to talk about it.
Probably knew that'd be too easy. The thing was spiteful. It was hatred. Kind of shit that makes you throw someone in a hole for the rest of their life and call it rehab. It liked the agony.
Do you sincerely feel that we enjoy your agony? Losing thousands of human lives, an entire facility. I know you have valid concerns, but all this was done in service of giving you purpose in a society that rejected you. The work you've done here has contributed more to the Foundation's ability to protect the world than you realize.
If you can't see how fucked up this whole thing is at this point, you're nuts. Fucking crazy.
Well, I'm well aware of the incongruities and inconsistencies. We're still working through this system. In due time, we'll find a solution that works for everyone. I truly believe that.
I don't want a part in it.
Well, and I hope that can be an option. If you prefer to rot in a state institution for the rest of your miserable life, I genuinely hope we can provide the ability to do so. My sympathies are reserved for those willing to work with us, not in spite of us. Rehabilitation is not cheap, and our ship can't afford to carry parasites.
It's so cool watching the article go down where it goes from like, oh, Pearson is this well-meaning therapist to very clearly seeing like the rot from the inside. Because they're supposed to be ethics committee, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, she's ethics committee.
It's just rot all the way through this place.
This is how I feel about therapists. I hate therapists. So like if you would ever see one come up in my my work, you would know that they're an evil person.
It's like how Apple
At their core.
villains have Apple phones. If the character's a therapist, you know it's a villain.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, Tanhoney. This looks like a good Tanhoney reading document for you,
Yeah,
for your
sure does.
Tanhoney sensibilities.
Actually, I think this is a Jay Dune reading document.
Oh,
Yeah.
by all means, Jay Dune.
Well,
Take
just to
a
keep
stand.
it with the consistency, so you guys don't make me read it. Anything else later.
Pay your dues. Pay your dues.
You're so peak,
Yeah.
Jay Dune.
D1098 collapses in front of SCP. Oh, I'm sorry. Context. This is continued documentation from before. D1098 collapses in front of SCP-9000-B. The entity uses a ligament to forcibly pick him up. D1098 breaks free. He runs forward, throwing himself into SCP-9000-B's mass. The tissue absorbs him. Over the next hour, D1098 is continuously broken down by SCP-9000-B's rudimentary digestive system. At 4 hours and 3 minutes, SCP-9000-B regurgitate the remains of D1098. He is then wholly resurrected to his pre-consumption state. At 4 hours and 17 minutes, D1098 impales himself on an outcrop of distended cartilage emerging from SCP-9000-B. The totem grows the tissue, penetrating D1098's torso cavity. D1098 is consumed by SCP-9000-B. At 4 hours and 44 minutes, D1098 is resurrected. He promptly
Oh my God.
throws himself off of an oral cavity growing onto one of SCP-9000-B's legs. At 5 hours and 22 minutes, D1098 is resurrected. He flings himself from a nearby piece of machinery, breaking his neck. Suffocation follows. At 5 hours and 43 minutes, D1098 is resurrected. He bashes his head against the floor to the point of unconsciousness. At 5 hours and 48 minutes, D1098 is resurrected. Oh, there's another typo. Ooh, what a fucking fraud I am. He latch himself.
Our podcast.
He latch himself onto SCP-9000-B, refusing to let go. A tumorous area of the entity reforms the face of Jason Davis. D1098 is decapitated via mouth. At 6 hours and 1 minute, D1098 is resurrected. This process continues until Foundation intervention. 7 hours of transcript cut for brevity.
Oof. You hate to see it.
Wow.
No, that's
He
actually
can't even die, this poor boy.
that whole paragraph is how it felt like during the contest and leading up to the contest and like every moment of that contest.
Are you okay?
No, he died.
No, well, I'm okay now because I won.
It was all worth it.
Oh my God. SCP authors talking about SCP like, yeah, I want to kill myself all the time and I hate everything I make, but I got a lot of upvotes at one time. So
I love
that's all
everything I
that's
make.
that. Hell yeah.
I think if you
Never
don't
mind,
like what you post on the website, you shouldn't post it.
I agree. I agree with that sentiment.
I mean,
true.
obviously,
Why did it feel like this then with the
Was
with
it just
Death
a
and
hard one
Resurrection
to-
for you?
Oh, because
Get finished,
well,
or-
I mean, there's a lot of pressure on a KCON contest. Like, I wanted to win. I wanted to write something that I thought was good enough to win, and it was fucking stressful. Like, people don't understand what it's like to be in first place in one of those positions unless they've been in first place. Like, I'm sure
Yeah.
Tanhoney knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's fucking
I-
nerve wracking.
I do.
Yeah, so it's less about the process of giving up and then being pulled back in, and more just about the stress.
I think
situation.
I
it's
don't
so
think
stressful.
I understand as much though, because I think the contest meta was much different at the time of 5,000.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it was much more like stable. I think I don't want to be cocky, but I think once I had a certain amount of upvotes, I think I was not getting overtaken.
This
Well, I
one was,
think
people were
it's-
like, this is kind of a landslide. I think this one had the highest gain since 5,000. But still, like,
No,
even though I was
similar to that,
I
man.
was up by 100 tan, and I was still stressed out. Like, it wasn't mathematically possible for me to lose.
I
at
think
a
we have
certain
different
point.
personalities, and that was when I started gloating.
I mean, I was just,
That was
I
my
knew
victory
something.
lap.
I knew something.
Well, you
bad
never
was
know.
gonna
You never
happen.
know when someone's gonna like make a YouTube video and then everyone
Yeah.
flocks to that article.
Yeah, but not by the
know.
time the contest ends, surely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought maybe
Do
someone.
they have rules on that? Is there like a moratorium? Like you
I
can't
don't think
read
there is a
these if
rule,
you have a
but I
big
feel like
following
No.
I feel like it could only happen once, and then they would make a rule. But I don't know
But
how
no,
it was someone else made the video.
Imagine you're like a week off from winning the contest, 100 up vids up, and then Volgun makes a video on one of your competitors, and it just skyrockets. What would you do?
I see, like, it was a very stressful time. They're not fun. Like, if you're trying to like take them as seriously as possible and you want to present something that you think is polished enough that it could win, they're not a good time. I'm very thankful for the output, but I don't think that I would like to participate in another KCON to that degree. I'm not going to try to win another one. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, just do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
All right, we've got an after-action report here, I believe. Is that also? Did you want to do that one too, Dune, or should we pass the buck?
Oh, I think that's looking like you, actually.
Yeah, it's looking like you, though.
Me?
Yeah. You thought I was going to say Tanhoney, did I? But
Oh, fuck. I played myself.
30 minutes ago, we had a secret meeting and determined this plan. You've been played.
Yeah, Dragon
Like,
Class
no
was there.
music's
Yeah.
playing.
You can ride a Dragon Class without me?
That man orchestrated this?
This certain incident.
I better read. On 1995-3-3, a collective of task force specialists and extra-dimensional physicists successfully penetrated 9000's external barrier through the use of planar boring drills and a reboot of 9000's central nodes. The structure was besieged by a group of 12 mobile task forces and 3 aerial contingents, who successfully subjugated 9000 and regained control of the structure within 24 hours. 9000B, alongside much of 9000's internal structure, was destroyed via aerial bombardment. Subsequent rescue yielded 108 surviving personnel, including 43 D-Class. An investigation and assessment of 9000, its personnel, and the events that led to Incident Totem are presently underway, as the Department of Internal Affairs is claiming systemic abuses on the behalf of 9000's station staff. An ethics committee board has been convened. We done with this shit yet?
Have you completed your testimonial?
I don't know what else you want to hear.
Then we're finished. Thank you for your time, D1098.
All right.
One moment.
Stands up to leave.
Sit down.
Returns to their seat.
Stand up.
Stands up.
Sit down. This is the power play.
Returns to their seat.
I wanted to ask, I've seen your medical records from after the recovery mission. You talked about implanted memories?
They said it's fine.
Oh, I believe that. It's residual. Barely living psychic tissue that's managed to slip past your body's internal systems, clinging onto whatever it can.
Yeah.
What does it make you think about?
Whatever that thing felt, I don't fucking know.
Well, it was distilled suffering. Does carrying that around really not bother you?
I can't tell. Bleeds together with everything else. I have to focus on it to feel it. Like I said, it's not my world. You can separate all this shit. There's reality, and then there's whatever happens in here.
I see. You're dismissed.
Who gets out?
Pardon?
What about all that shit about advocacy? Making things better? What about sending us back, I don't know, as a reward or something?
It's a possibility. I'll be taking a lot from our conversations today.
Just get rid of the parasites or whatever you said. How about that?
As I said, it's a possibility.
Has anyone ever made it out of the program?
Mr. Chambers, none of us make it out. That is the unfortunate reality of a life dedicated to service. But keep your head up. Maybe you can be the first.
Markiplier in the Iron Lung?
Oh. In the Iron Lung?
In the Iron Lung.
It's like the Dark Knight.
Did you? Yeah, in the Iron Lung. Dude.
Christopher Nolan's The Iron Lung.
Can I say something, or will they kill me on podcast? I'm kind of scared to have an opinion.
Well, it depends what your opinion is.
Yeah, yeah. Is this a state mandated?
I didn't think Iron Lung was very good.
I haven't seen it.
That was okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I liked what it was trying to do. I got some of it, but a lot of it I was just like, I don't really know what they're trying to do with this. I was like, eh. All right. We have an internal memo here, which has Tanhoney written all over it.
Following the internal memo, 1996-10-2. If you add a 1 to that, that's my birthday.
Woo!
Woohoo! I was
Wow.
born.
This came out 10 days before you were born.
Wahoo!
Everyone woke up on this day and you saw, like, before they woke up, it's like 10 days remain.
Son of that D-class, dragon class.
Dragon class.
That certain incident will occur in 10 days. Following the investigation of SCP-9000 Incident Totem, efforts were made to remedy this SCP Foundation's D-Class system from a structural standpoint. Over the past year, the Ethics Committee and Department of Internal Affairs have repeatedly convened and established several key overhauls to the existing program. These are the most significant organization-wide changes, all of which are actively in the process of implementation. The reinstatement of the D-Class program at Foundation facilities worldwide, with adequate infrastructure to support the long-term internment of a small population of 15 to 35 D-Class personnel per major site. Increased encouragement to use D-Class personnel in object testing and research in order to foster a sense of community and belonging. Increased recreational time for D-Class personnel within approved D-Class recreational zones located within each site's internment region. Sufficient resources for D-Class use and transcription production, including mandatory amnestics treatments. The Department of Internal Affairs and the Ethics Committee have hand-selected an administrative body to oversee all tri-class detention centres in an attempt to mitigate previous managerial oversights. SCP-9000 has been restored to an operational state. Happy end.
That's
so,
funny.
Dune,
Yeah.
you shouldn't add this because it wouldn't fit the tone. But I was just mentally in my head adding bullet point. D-Class will be rewarded annual pizza party.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're getting pizza parties.
Oh, they've made it.
Yeah.
That'll fix it. That's beautiful. Can I be honest?
Be honest?
You have my approval, to be honest.
This was a great article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you need permission to say that?
Sorry, I just wanted to freak you out a little bit.
No, it was good. I
thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Do you have any specific thoughts you want to elaborate on about your thought process or what you were hoping to convey with it?
I think it kind of wears its like themes pretty heavily on its sleeve. I wanted to write something that in the event that it did win, that it wouldn't require a lot of pre-reading. So it took a classic concept that everybody knows about, like the D-Class stuff, and tried to modernize it or really reconcile it with a lot of people's like modern interpretations of the Foundation. Because I think there was a period of time a few years ago, not so much now, where people got too cuddly and cozy with the hyper-authoritarian organization, and I'd never liked that. So this was just my rebuttal to that, and I think people resonated with it, and I think the whole benevolent Foundation stuff, like, it's fine, you could do that, but I wanted to do something that was more in line with the original tone of the site when it first started up. What kind of organization is being portrayed here? And I think I did a good job of taking like the shock horror of like the early series stuff and putting it into a more modern narrative.
No, I agree. It was really good. What was the theme for 9000? I don't remember.
The theme was structures, constructs, and patterns. So this one fit all of those.
Yeah, because you had both the tower and you had the egregore.
Well, you also, what's a structure, you know? You have societal structures. You have a systemic issue with like a prison system. There's a pattern of abuse. So, like, I could get super pretentious with it, but like it was almost a perfect like theme for what I already had in mind, because I had this article in my head already. But
hell to the fuck yeah! Has there been anything else you've been working on since that you want to plug or talk about?
I posted an article a week ago. I think it's really funny, but that's about it.
What's the number on it?
It's actually an explained article. I think you guys would like it. You guys know Eddie Bird, right?
Yes,
I love Eddie Bird.
Yeah. I got him to do an image for it because it's an article about a fake anime. And
oh, shit.
Look at
please link this to me.
Next
Look
episode?
at her.
Next episode?
Next episode I promised Quaker would be on, but I'd love to do that.
I would love if you guys did Crash Test Dolly. Like, even if I'm here or not, I think you guys should check this one out, because look at that. That's like production level.
Yeah, that's so
it's so good. I
I
told him,
fucking
like,
alley.
It's so fucking good. Like the art that he did. And
Let me see.
I gave him some
That's
references.
beautiful.
I was like, make it look like Nichijou. And he did.
Wait, this is sick. What the fuck? Would you want to come on again to do this?
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is a really funny article.
Beautiful.
Hell yes.
All right.
I'm glad you
You know
guys
what,
liked
dude?
9000 though.
It was very
Yeah,
good.
it was good.
Yeah.
Thank you for being our re-intro back into the podcast space.
That's
was-
it's what I do.
You see
Being
why
a
you say it so
veteran.
corporately?
I'm a veteran of the podcast space.
Thank you for bringing us back.
Thank
into
you
the
for
space
allowing
we
us to resume our energy within this
Yeah.
industry.
with our strategically aligned.
Thank you
Ah,
so much.
man.
Now you
I would also
the
like
foundation of this
to-
nation.
I would also
Yeah,
like to
dude.
plug the loaded potato griller at Taco Bell that they just brought back.
Wait, shut up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this real? Are you baiting me?
you
No,
get
it's
commission
real.
for it?
It's $3. It's $2 only.
Beefy
It's on their-
potato loaded griller.
Yeah, it's so good.
Are we so back?
And we're so back. They actually had this a few years ago, and now they brought it back. I don't
You
know
know
if you've
what
heard,
my-
but they brought it back.
Do you know what my Taco Bell 911 is, dude?
What is it? The meat boat? I still miss the meat
No,
boat.
it's. I don't even know what that is. I gotta look that up. No, back when I was in like middle school or something, I
Yeah.
think they had something called the grilled stuffed nacho,
Oh yeah,
and it was
yeah.
the sickest thing ever. And they never have brought it back
Nope.
because they hate me.
Yep. Yeah. They
I-
the grilled stuffed nacho and also the beefy Fritos, like with the
Yup.
hot Frito burrito in there.
Oh my
So
god! Why do they play games? Why don't they bring them back? I've been
I don't know.
dying to have it back.
I agree with you. I want it now.
They didn't. I was when they did the whole decades thing a little bit ago. I'm like, maybe they'll bring it back, but I was fucking.
I was kind of
foolish.
disappointed with that. I'll be honest. They didn't.
It wasn't a great release. No,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, I was very. I went up to the window and I said, "Hey, I have some good ideas for this decade stuff, but I don't think you implemented them the way that I wanted."
It's honestly kind of nice to have a fellow Taco Bell head
Yeah.
for once.
I mean,
around.
my app keeps track of like how many points I've spent over like the past like 5 years of having the app, and it's like to a point where I wouldn't want to admit what it was.
I should start using the app. I've really missed a lot because I've been
yeah.
too ashamed to have the app. It's because I used to have the app, and then my parents made fun of me for being fat about having the app, so I deleted it. But now I regret all the points I've missed out
Well,
on.
think about it like this: if you're not going to be fat if you just only eat Taco Bell. if you eat Taco Bell as your 3 square meals a day, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, that'll fix me.
Yeah.
Dog. All right. Well, we have some comment readings to do. Would you wish to join us for them, or would you prefer to bow out?
No, I want to leave. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm going to read your comments.
But people
Yeah,
do
let's
leave, they
see-
do get
let's
put
see.
on the blacklist, so you made the right choice.
Yeah. We don't tell people that. All right. Blue Ribs says cinema, all caps. Thank you, Blue
Sure.
Ribs. Miss Anxious Anxiety says, "What up?" This is Shythalia, by the way. The name change is temporary unless something happens because of the scam thing I talked about in the
I'm not
Discord.
familiar with this law.
Also, yes, Aquino is pronounced as Aquino. See, I kept calling it Aquino in our first episode.
It is Aquino.
I was so convinced.
I thought
but,
it was Aquino. I mean,
Well, you said Aquino once.
Why
and
is
then
the
it kept
author
doing
talking like he
Aquino.
knows so much?
I don't know. I really don't know. I always said Aquino. He's actually based on a real person who shows up in a lot of conspiracy literature.
So it's funny you say that because the next sentence in this comment is, "I'm surprised to hear such a very familiar surname be used in SCP because the Aquino family are very famous and influential in my country."
Yeah,
We
he's
even
knew
have
this
two of
was-
Michael
Yeah.
Michael Aquino. He's a fucked up guy. He's like an actual he was like a Satanist.
He's got
like an
weird
actual
eyebrows.
Satanist. He's got weird eyebrows.
Oh my god, what the hell is going on? His eyebrow is like the mustache on a mad scientist.
Yeah,
You
he
can
would
tell
like
he's
show
up to
up.
no- he's got a weird baby face.
What the fuck? This is an entity.
He was he had a bunch of molestation allegations during like the Satanic Panic, but like I fully believe them. He's a fucked up guy. Like, the more you read about this dude, you
Jeez.
realize that there's like not things are not right about him.
Yeah, and he ran SCP-9000.
So yeah, I was like, I got a
Crazy.
fucked up military guy. This is a fucked up military guy who's, in conspiracy literature a lot. So I just took the name.
Good call.
He had a wife.
I
He had a
never
wife named
connected.
Lilith, by the way.
Come on.
He really committed to the bet.
He did.
Dinotel says, "Hey Tanhoney and Darnell, great to see that you guys are back. I imagine the war must have been brutal. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, though. However, Darnell, I will say what you did to those villages was a bit much. Also, Tanhoney, why are you pretending that 9000 is not just Tanhoney Towers rebranded? And those D-Class are actually all writing Aetheral Space for you."
Orbital
Is that
strike,
true,
orbital
Tanner?
strike, orbital strike.
Anyway, glad that you guys are back. We'll say hopefully you guys take suggestions this time.
I just took a suggestion from Dune.
That's true. We will have you back, Dune. I would literally just have you on next episode, but I already promised we'd do Quaker next.
Yeah, I don't
I
mind.
shouldn't have said that. Whoops.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't even mind if you don't have me back. I just think that you guys would actually enjoy that article that I wrote. I think it's really funny.
No, hell yeah.
I wrote it
mean,
with-
if you want to, it's up to you. If you
I would
want
love
back.
to, but I wrote it with the intent of like Tanhoney would find this funny. Like, that was part of my process.
That's so heartwarming.
So, wait, this is like targeted at me.
It is targeted
Yeah,
at
this
you
was
in a
designed
way.
for
I mean,
you.
it's also targeted at me, but we both find similar things funny. So
We have a Tanhoney type personality.
yeah, we got Tanhoney type. Tanhoney Towers,
There are
Tilted
11
Towers.
True.
Humans can have one of 11 personalities, and 3 of them are basically me, I think.
hmm Basically you, and the other one's me.
Quaker Button though says, "Welcome back. I haven't
All
read
you was
9000
there's
before."
3 Tanhoney type personalities and there's like 8 Dune type personalities, and that's all of humanity.
Damn. Wait, what combo of personalities am I then?
You're a Dune AB, I feel.
A Dune AB. I can take that. You know what? I'm actually flattered by that. Quaker says, "Welcome back. I haven't read 9000 before, so I'm going in just as blind as Darnell. I've kind of fallen off SCP since you guys stopped the podcast, although I did post 2 articles in that time. The actual fall was around the 9000 contest time, but I was reading a lot less than I had been for a while before that. I'm still glad the podcast is back, though. I don't know if it'll get me back into the wiki or not, but I'm looking forward to listening either way."
Yay!
Corey says your scream at the start woke him up.
I noticed you're fucked up because you said you were recording a warning. That was
No, here's the problem. I did, and I sent it in that chat. You can see it. I recorded a normal welcome. I don't know where Anomalous got that one.
What?
I assume it was an old one.
It was an anomaly, clearly. Me screaming, so I ended up in the footage.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I love Anomalous and he's literally editing for free. But that was not the one that was sent in. I think it was an old
I
one.
opened the episode and was greeted by photorealistic Tanity screaming.
It was funny though, so it was worth it. No, I just recorded
I
like
was
a
reading
generic
those
one. So
comments. I was like, when did I scream?
I heard it when I went to listen to our intro, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Crowcat says 2 weeks to wait for peak is nothing compared to the wait for DSCP. Not a Swedish skinwalker says sees notification. Oh, another Aetheral Space. Sleeper Agent active. New DSCP released. And it's SCP and over 10 minutes of meandering. I know it's discovering TD now, but DSCP will always be. Long live
Oh
the
my
bird
God.
that eats the world and Catholic Joker.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
go, buddy. Oh, Comedy Man Kelp says, it's official. Woke is back now. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Comedy Man Kelp.
I love Comedy Man
think
Kelp.
the world's
dude.
going to turn around. DSCP has returned.
And then last but not least, Isakla2183 says, finally! I'm so happy. I miss these lunatics.
What a lunatics on the show, too.
They're crazy.
That's right. Woke is back.
That's right. Woke is back. Richard Aquino, unleash.
Here's our guest. Should have quite.
That was a lot of fun, gents. Any closing remarks before we end it off here?
I'm just happy that you guys wanted to talk to me again.
Dude, we love you, dude. Literally talk to me whenever.
Yeah.
I literally just travel all the time. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm busy. And when I am home, I'm like, I want to work on my stuff. But, like, no, I missed you, brother.
Yeah. I missed you guys too. Well, that was fun, though. Thank you
Yeah, it's
for
always
reading
fun.
my thing and
Thanks for writing it.
tolerating some of my ego. But
No, literally no ego.
The
You're literally
nearly
the most
entirety
humble,
of the
down-to-earth
podcast is
guy to
me
exist.
praising myself.
Yeah, Tanoni's got an ego. It's a problem.
that's true. He is a bit of a diva.
I deal with it by
Yeah.
setting myself up to be taken down a peg.
Yeah.
So it's a bungee jump of ego.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.